gon' lost on these new clones. Then she asked for a loan. Had to laugh, then I told her get gone. Gon' get that me on. Ain't no give me not a thing. So I spend 90K on my ring. You can see all my pain in my watch. Got my ex down and walking around with my hand on my. Cause I'm popping and I know you not. And I know you see just how I'm living. You're not happy with life, so you rockin' Reeboks on treetops, getting walk. Got a big Benz like Sasquatch. Every time you see it, with a no, it's top
I got
notch.
that chicken to golf. A lot of these was lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No call.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Green Bay Packers. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers now on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there with touchdown. Number 27, that ties Priest holds for the third most in a single year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. On the run, this is Hunt. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
For those who watch the game and want to question the courage of the guys who play on the corner, how about when you see a toss sweep coming your way, yet you still go into the backfield, get past the blockers, and make the tackle? That's big league.
2 running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now?
Left, 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 left.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Here's Rodgers. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Rodgers now going to throw again. Dancing to it, and he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. So a first-quarter sack, and remember, keep in mind, he had 2 sacks in last week's game.
And it's always intriguing to me to watch these great pass rushers because some of them, they need their teammates to scheme for them. Maybe occupy people and make it a one-on-one matchup. Other guys, they just defeat everything in front of them. To get 2 sacks in a game, it's a little bit of both for you.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field.
319.
Here we go with Hill. And this winds up a disaster. Nowhere near the marker. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This is complete to Watkins on a slant. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. This is Hunt. And he'll go down at the 28. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this 1st quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Left, 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 left.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. On target over the middle to Hill. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. Mahomes now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. The point after is good, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Packers get set to go. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. To throw, it's Rodgers. He's going to air one out. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Now Hill, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Zoom, zoom.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22.
Hey, check 26.
On 1st down, Rodgers. Smith catches left side. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Yeah, Liz.
Rodgers to throw once more. And he's got it. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great effort right there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. Elliott now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Mahomes now on first down. And going deep for Hill. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 39 that time. On first down, Mahomes. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Butker now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Chris Jones in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job.
And the pressure gets to him again.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route, it's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Looking downfield for Kelsey. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
26.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Throwing is Rodgers. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Throwing now is Rodgers. Underneath here to Hill. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a first down.
Hey, check 26.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Going right side here, and that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end or wide receiver, that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws that quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. It takes two to tango. On 2nd down, Hill. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead is up to 15 now. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Over the middle, he's got Watkins. He's at the 40. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there, Mahomes to Watkins. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. McConley's got it over the middle. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And incomplete on the deep ball. Watkins, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
This is caught. Watkins. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. To throw, it's Mahomes. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Part of what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now Mahomes to try again after the pick 6. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Okay, well, so much for the halftime report here. Guy can't even finish his Snickers. We're going to get right to the 3rd quarter. Let me spit this out. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48.
Right now, you got 58.
They begin the drive with Hill. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47.
Let's go, come on.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Hey, check 26.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Hey, check 26. Strong right. Strong right. What a 50.
They do go for it. It's Rodgers. He's going to look deep down the field. It's caught at the 10. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
What a 50.
They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll run it with Williams. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Williams can't punch it in on 4th and goal. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15. A gain of 12 on 4th and 10, just enough for the conversion. And defensively, an opportunity slips away. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelsey, 82 yards. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. And before they can get the play off, here's a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball. That's their first of this second half. Mahomes now going to lead his guys up for the 2-point try. A toss running left. It's Hunt, and he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time, and the try for 2 is snuffed out. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Hill, and there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And this is going to be intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And it's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. Rodgers now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Flushed out right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And Hill with it over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play. Rodgers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Yeah, let me pump out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. To throw is Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and he didn't do it very often.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's Rodgers, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. Still fighting for more. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there, Mahomes to Watkins. 51 yards. A check of the scoreboard there in the third in Baltimore. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Mahomes now on first down. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football.
Without a doubt.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. Again, it's Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9. Working from the gun. Rodgers. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And going deep for Hill. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. Butker now to add the extra point. Extra point up and through. And that will shave one more off this lead. Butker now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in it.
And the Chiefs are going to get him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Rodgers. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory? And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. The all-pro safety Eric Berry in on the stop. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Hitchens in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Going up top. This is caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there with touchdown number 29. Too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. His throw incomplete. Free safety, Clinton Dix, the man to make the play there on the defensive side.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to air one out. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 74 yards. And the Chiefs are a 2-point conversion away from tying this thing up. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Mahomes going to throw. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted a tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. He goes full extension, and he's got it. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Throwing is Rodgers. Smith catches left side. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On 1st down, Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 47 yards. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Packers have moved out in front. And now it's blocked. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Back to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And out across midfield down to the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
They'll look to throw. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another 1st down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hill. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. He's back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
To throw is Mahomes. And this is caught. Touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from winning this thing in the final seconds. Butker on for the PAT. A very important extra point there, up and good. And that might be enough to win them the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds. Butker now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the fourth quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over,